He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. Hey, Liv, what happened, man?
Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass
we
nigga.
doing lawsuits now in rap music, man.
Hey man, we taking it to the courtroom. We throwing it down in the courtroom. You bring your gavel?
Nah, man, I didn't bring the gavel, but listen, this is 13, y'all. We are almost to the end of the year, man. I'm so happy with what, this podcast has brought, all the people that tune in, all the people that comment on the pages and stuff like that. Like, that's an incredible feeling. And what's more incredible is we always got something to talk about. Like, not our 69 God suing, bro. But before we even get into that, man, Andrew Schultz, man, he's a comedian. Works with Charlemagne. I think he's got his own podcast, right?
They got the Brilliant Idiot
Idiots.
podcast.
Yeah.
And he does his own podcast. I think it's Shits and Giggles or something like that. But yeah, he got his own podcast and he's a stand-up comedian.
So what happened was, I believe in the summer or a couple months ago, they were on their show talking about something with black women. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't see that full episode, but something that really offended Kendrick. And for those of you that don't know, I mean, you should know if you're watching this podcast specifically. That's a rapper. Him and Drake been going, back and forth. We're gonna get back to that, but this dude, Kendrick said in the record when he came out with his new album, which is fire, by the way. I'm not trying to hear it from you Drake stans that it's not. I've been seeing a lot of that in the commentaries and all of that shit all on these pages, and we not gonna act like it's not fire, because it is. He responded to that, whatever he said in the whole context. Andrew Schultz talking about black women. He said, "Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. And that's law." Right? So that was one of the jabs he made on his album. And so Andrew responded to it on the Brilliant Idiots or whatever podcast it was.
He responded on Brilliant Idiots and he responded on his own podcast.
Yeah.
His own podcast, he said something to the effect of, what do you say? So basically, we can't do the same thing that hip hop been doing for 50 years or something like that.
Yeah. So he I seen that part of it. You know, he was like, why wouldn't, we respect black women, rappers, and this was sarcasm. Rappers always respect black women. You know,
that's what he said. Yeah.
There's not a time that they haven't respected black women.
Listen, rappers are telling comedians we need to be more respectful to women. So we gotta sit back and reflect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They're the most pious group.
Listen, nobody has respected women more. Through art.
Yes.
Than rappers, okay?
Absolutely.
So I completely understand how a rapper could look at a comedian telling a joke and be like, yo, y'all need to switch that shit up.
Yeah.
How dare y'all keep saying your wives are annoying? Be more like us and, bitches ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. I beat my bitch with a stick. What? You can lick on the nuts or suck the dick. I beat my bitch with a stick. What?
Did you just think of that?
That's a real lyric.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a real lyric from music that protects women. And for decades protects women. And listen, right now the guy on top, Kung Fu Kenny.
He is the guy on top.
He is the guy on top.
He is making sure that comedians, he put a law in.
Yeah.
He put a law in place.
All right, let's see the exact line, okay? Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law.
And, he's going on with this sarcasm. And then at some point in the episode, he says, he'll sit Kendrick on his lap, which I thought was funny. There's a lot of people up in arms about that too. I thought that was funny. And then something came out about him saying that he would make love to Kendrick.
Yeah, he said he would put his legs up in the air and make love to him, and there's not shit he could do about it. But the whole time, he making fun of his height. It was a weird joke. It was a bad joke, but it was a joke nonetheless.
Yeah.
And I think people are getting too tight about it.
Yeah. And me and Liv was just talking about this before the camera came on. It's like, we live in outrage culture, bro. Like, This is like an actual comedian, bro. And instead of people taking it for the joke that it is, because in real life, we know Andrew not touching that man. You feel me?
Andrew not touching.
But you got
Kendrick at
people
all.
like you got people like Meek making it bigger than what it is. And if you watch this show, you know my history with Meek. Meek ain't, you know what I'm saying? He ain't been in, you know what I'm saying, the best light with me as far as how he act and what he talk about. Hell, Liv said on one of the episodes he need PR. You feel me?
You need to drop an album.
Yeah.
The fuck, bro? Where is the music? I've been waiting on some like old
Yeah.
Meek. Like,
No, he just put out a freestyle, bro. You ain't see that?
yeah, I seen that. I can't understand what he's saying. He sound like Lil Baby. He got that Lil Baby flow, yo. Where the real rap? Nah, I fuck with Lil Baby though. I'm just.
But it's not about Meek. I was just bringing up Meek as an example.
Nah,
Like,
yeah, I get what you say.
you got so many
He got us
people.
so pissed. We about to
Yeah.
tee off on him, but
You got so
My
many
fault.
people pouring outrage into what he said, you know, what these guys are saying to each other, and it's just like, this is rap beef, bro. One thing I don't agree with though is speaking to them courts and stuff about it. If you dudes is gonna speak on the internet and all of that, okay, that's cool. If y'all gonna put out records, that's cool. But when was it ever okay to go to the judge and them about a diss track? Nigga, I would have been dropping bombs
yeah,
on Kendrick
yeah,
until I won, bro.
yeah,
It don't matter what Not Like Us do. I'm a fighter, bro,
yeah.
and I'm a rapper. So it's like, if a nigga come to me, bro, you feel me? Are you a pedophile, this, that, and the third? All right, that mean I gotta be in the studio all night then.
Yeah.
I gotta sleep in here if that's the case, because you playing with me. I just feel like in hip-hop this year, and we got some news about Jay-Z yesterday, which is fucking tough as hell for me, because that's one of my favorite
It's
rappers.
the weirdest shit.
It's like, bro, they trying to take hip-hop down right now,
Yeah.
bro. You know, you had Diddy at the beginning of the year, which I don't really care about. He freaky. 1,000 bottles of baby oil was just nuts. But you had Diddy, you feel me? The shit with Drake and Kendrick, which, you know, started tarnishing the reputations of both. Even though people was a lot on Kendrick's side, it just tarnished him a little bit. A lot of people in the game wasn't fucking with him. And now we got Jay getting dragged into this. They trying to take hip hop down, bro.
They're trying to take hip hop down for real.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is, so you mentioned the story about Jay-Z. It basically said there was a 13-year-old girl involved with the. Well, he was one of the celebrities in the room that was involved with the 13-year-old girl, of like getting accused of rape. But my thing is, the story that they broke was that the 13-year-old girl got in a limo driver came to pick the 13-year-old girl up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stop right there.
Yeah.
A grown-ass man
Mm-hmm.
came to pick a 13-year-old girl up in a limo by herself.
Yeah.
It's fishy.
Yeah.
Then they
seems weird.
said he took her to NYC to go to the VMAs. She didn't have a ticket. That's fishy.
Mhm.
Stop right there. That's even a little more fishy.
Mhm.
Then they say she got into the VMAs without a ticket,
Mhm.
and then she somehow got served alcohol in the party around with grown-ass men, Jay, Diddy.
Mhm.
Bro, we in
It
the
just
fucking
seems-
ocean right now. How fishy this is. Like,
Yeah.
come on, yo. It don't make sense. The story makes not a lick of sense.
None.
And you know, if you're going to accuse somebody and lie about it, you gotta make that shit sound somewhat believable.
Yeah. Listen,
Because that
guys.
don't sound believable.
Please do not believe everything you see on the internet, man. A lot of this stuff is, and I gotta bring up Meek again, it's programming, you know.
Programming, yo.
Sometimes he be making sense, but I put that on my page last night. I still be wanting him to shut up. So I went to my Photoshop and I put some duct tape on his mouth. That made me feel better about it. But that's y'all favorite rapper though, so I ain't trying to go too crazy. Well, a lot of y'all, that's y'all favorite rapper. It was Liv favorite rapper for a while.
Was.
Until the Diddy thing.
Was.
Until the Diddy
Nah,
he
not
didn't even let me finish until the Diddy thing. Yeah, but it's programming, y'all. So please don't believe all of this stuff that y'all see, man. You gotta literally take most of the internet with a grain of salt. You figure out what you want to believe,
Mm.
and you stick to that. But I didn't believe that story. Just like I don't believe a lot of stuff right now that they trying to do to tear down hip hop. You know, like do I believe Diddy did most of that shit? Yes, but some of that other shit is like, come on, bro.
So let's take it back to Drake versus UMG. Since you feel like it's like bigger than it's them trying to take hip hop down, but I feel like it's like the music industry is maybe trying to make a point to the artist that you need us.
Yeah.
We don't need you.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
I think is
It's
false.
that.
I think it's
and
false.
I believe that they don't want hip hop dominating the charts anymore. Hip hop dominated the music charts for like, I think 50, 60 years, they said. Not, I'm going towards maybe like 50. I don't think it's like 60 years. I'm 32 now. No, I don't think it's been out that long. But
Yeah,
close
but
to
50
40, 50
40,
years,
50,
hip hop has dominated like most of the charts and stuff like that. I think that they don't like that. Who do you see mostly in hip hop?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see? So I don't think that they really like that. And not that I'm even making it a race thing, because I'm not. But these big corporations, man, like, they want to eat in 2025. You feel me? And you got hip hop, you got rappers dying and going to jail every other month. Like, it's not worth the investment anymore, I don't think.
I don't think it's a lot of ways you could look at it. I don't think hip hop is as profitable as the other genres, because when you look at like Taylor Swift, and then you got like Sabrina Carpenter, and then you got Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, he go around the world and do world tours and fill up. He don't even fill up stadiums. He fills up soccer arenas. Like he fill up coliseums. Like he doing like some crazy number. The Weeknd doing crazy numbers. Travis Scott. Like, I think hip hop is like diluted a little bit, and it's watered down. And we've heard people say that before, that the game is watered down and stuff. But I think the music executives are going for something else that's going to make them more money rather than hip hop. They looking in and also maybe I don't know, because you look at the black country artist, his name is Shabuzi.
Yeah.
He didn't win Song of the Year for that bar song.
Yeah.
But it was the #1 song for like damn near 20 weeks. Politicking.
Yeah.
That's
politics.
crazy.
They say we ain't gonna let this black man come in here and get
That's
this
what I'm
country
saying. Like,
award.
it's both sides. I feel like they don't want hip hop and they don't want us, so they're trying to push us down.
Yeah. And that's why I think Not Like Us was so important in the summer, right? Because it was like a cultural division of like, we here, you feel me? We not going nowhere. Real rap is not going nowhere. And I feel like a lot of Kendrick right now, he's trying to fight against that. The industry trying to cast us out and all of that. So it's like Drake to turn around and do a lawsuit. It's just embarrassing, bro. Like, it's embarrassing. Like, I don't think a lot of people is behind him no more. I ain't seen nobody speak on it. None of the big names that was back in before, not 50, nobody. Like, so everybody equally know that it's embarrassing. But are they still gonna probably dick ride this man? They probably are. Yeah, they probably are. And y'all know, I think it was episode 5, right? I was going back and forth with this nigga like Drake, you know what I'm saying? He wants to slaughter him, this, that, and the third. I gotta eat my words too. So listen, all you hip hop fans or you Drake stans, bro, it's okay. He lost.
He lost that battle.
He lost, man.
He definitely lost that battle, but I think it is corny to go to the courtroom and sue. Like, when you in a rap battle, it's just a rap battle.
Yeah.
It's not that deep. You ain't have to go to the courtroom. But do you think he went to the courtroom for a different reason? Do you think he went to the courtroom genuinely because UMG not trying to let him out his deal or whatever? And that's why he dropped. They say that's the reason his quality of albums dropped. Like, CLB wasn't all that. For All the Dogs wasn't all that. So he was just putting out albums to get out his contract.
I think that if I pay somebody $400 million, I want my money back too. You feel me? Like, I want to make my investment back.
Right,
and so it could be a thing where it's like, the projects wasn't as good as quality.
Right.
And it didn't make a lot of money, and so you still owe that $200 million or however much you owe,
Mm.
and you
So
want to
they not letting
leave,
him
but
go.
yeah, you want to leave, but you can't. Like
Right.
that's like, I mean, you can leave your job. I was about to use that as an example, but like, obviously, if they hire you and they schedule you for certain days, they want you to come.
On them certain days.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's like something
Yeah.
like that. Like he done used up all his sick time and all his PTO, and now the nigga is running with whatever he can run
Yo,
with
yo,
to
don't tell
get
me-
out the deal.
Don't tell me this Degrassi nigga is feeling the 9 to 5.
Yeah,
What the 9 to 5 work life is like.
yeah.
Come on, man.
That's what it is, man.
That's
It's
crazy.
The time off got denied.
Time off got denied.
You know what I'm saying? The vacation time got denied.
That's
And so
crazy.
he trying anything. But here's my thing, and somebody else brought this up. It's like, why would the first lawsuit be about the streams of the song
Mhm.
as opposed to, and the second lawsuit he did come back with, the defamation because of the pedophile
yeah.
allegations. But why wouldn't the first lawsuit be about that? Hell, let me tell you something. You call me a pedophile in a song, I'm suing you the next day.
Yeah, for sure.
Nigga, my lawyer on the
For sure.
phone, like, hold on, cuz, like, this bull
sure.
trying to, you feel me, just destroy my reputation. Talking about,
Here's another thing too. They said basically the same label that Drake is suing was the same label that helped him boost his numbers.
yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure like most of his music is not. I don't know. Maybe it is, but some of his music might not be all like
mhm.
what am I trying to say? Like some of it is artificial streams.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I think that
Like bots and shit.
the
So
majority of the game use payola.
yeah.
If you're asking me, like, I don't feel like none of these dudes really made it into the game without using some form of payola.
Right.
Now, it is some people that can drop without it and do great numbers, you know what I'm saying? But people that's just starting off, people that really want to push a record into the top 10 or something like that, it's some form of their record label or their team is using that shit. Like, I don't believe that everything is just... So could it have been inflated? Maybe a little bit, but I feel like the majority of it is authentic. I'm a Drake fan, and I was playing that shit.
Right.
You
And
was playing that shit.
the
Our
song-
whole world was playing that
The
shit.
song was catchy.
Yeah. Honestly,
had
I don't know why it
HBC
ain't platinum by now.
Yeah, they had no. It is
It is?
the single "Not Like Us" is platinum. They said if he would have put that on his album GNX,
Mm-hmm.
GNX would have been platinum, but GNX just got certified gold.
Yeah.
So yeah, "Not Like Us" is platinum, but I mean the HBCUs was playing it,
Yeah.
clubs was playing it, cookouts.
Mhm.
Everybody was playing that record. That shit got burned out so fast.
Yeah.
Like that record didn't
Yeah, I
last
tell
a
you,
year.
by August, I was tired of it, bro.
Yeah.
I was tired of it. Just like you couldn't go nowhere without hearing that shit, bro.
Right.
You go in the fucking supermarket and you hear somebody playing it from their phone. You on a train or bus, you hear somebody playing that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I was so tired of that damn song.
Did you hear or did you see? I don't want to skip over this because it just came to my mind. But remember when this was like a month ago, I think Drake went to the Raptors game and then he confronted
The basketball player that was with Kendrick.
He confronted DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
He called him a pussy ass
Yeah.
all the way from across the court.
Yeah.
Pussy ass motherfucker. He was a pussy ass little bitch.
Yeah, and that's one thing I don't understand, right? Because I used to be petty like this. I've grown and matured, thankfully. But if you fuck with my enemy, you know what I'm saying? But we good, it's like, okay, you could do what you do. You feel me? Like, as long as y'all not over there talking about me
Nah,
or
I don't fuck with
disrespecting
that.
me. I don't know. I just feel like
I don't fuck with that. See,
I work with people, right? And I did this one of the situations that's coming to mind, right?
Mhm.
I worked with somebody like a month ago. He not there no more, but couldn't stand ball. You feel me? Most of my team, they found some sort of association and friendship in it. Was I telling them niggas, no, y'all can't fuck with them if y'all fuck with me? No. Do what y'all do. Just keep my name out the conversation. Like, I feel like there can be a balance with that. And a lot of people are like, oh, if you fuck with my enemy, you can't fuck with me.
So what if Bull called you a pedophile?
And they was around him? Yeah. Then it's like, all right,
Now
yeah,
it's-
y'all
now
can't.
it's
If y'all feel like that, then
Now, so
you feel me. I
Yeah.
can't fuck with y'all neither. But on the strength of like some rap beef shit,
because you
come on,
never,
bro.
because look at this also. What's the chances? Like, it's gonna be like very, very low chances that Drake and Kendrick run into each other
Yeah,
in
no,
public,
they
and they
not.
don't have their security with them,
Yeah,
and something is gonna get done to them.
yeah,
Like, that's not gonna happen the way.
yeah. Ain't
like,
nothing about to happen to them niggas, bro.
No.
Like,
So it's different with us.
mhm.
If our coworker says some shit and you try to play like buddy buddy in my face and I don't like you, and you play buddy with the people that do like me, but you said I'm a pedophile or some shit, now I gotta see you every day. I don't like you. I dead ass don't like you, and I don't like the people you
I
fuck with.
don't know. For me, maybe that was the wrong example because I don't really like. I got some good friends at work, but that specific group of people, like we ain't. You know what I'm saying? So it was that too. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't really.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like y'all not besties or nothing like that. So I don't give a fuck what y'all do with them. You know what I'm saying?
The problem wasn't my problem, and I think other people feel this way too. The problem wasn't that Drake felt some type of way
Mhm.
towards DeMar DeRozan, because that's your friend. So you would think he would stay out of it
Yeah.
and not say anything, but you weren't enjoying the video. The problem is Drake said, "Pussy ass little bitch." He was on the other side of the court. Why don't you go say that to his face? Like, if you really feel that way, go have a conversation with him.
I'm
You could go
standing
have a
on it.
conversation with that man.
I'm
Like, if you
standing-
feel that way,
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's me. I'm standing on it. I got something to say. I'm gonna say it.
say it, but
Yeah,
don't say
yeah.
it from across the court.
Yeah.
He on the other goal post. He
Mhm.
on the other end of the floor. He at the tunnel.
I think with that, some people get so attached to having an image, right? Looking a certain way,
Mm,
looking tough, and a lot of
Mhm.
people don't even realize you can kill people with your silence. Like I do it all the time. Like,
mhm.
and that whole time that man was working there, I said maybe 2 words. You feel me? Like, you know I don't fuck with you.
Cause I don't have to.
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say what I gotta
Yeah,
say. And
yeah.
that's
You
it.
know what I'm saying? You know I don't fuck with
Yeah.
you. So it's like the
Mhm.
fact that like you was looking for me to fuck with you eventually or something like that, and I never did. That silence fucked you up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't realize that. Like, you don't gotta to be tough. You don't gotta. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta be that person. Like,
But
that's.
he was trying to be that person.
But you don't have to be.
No,
like,
don't
you
have to
feel
be.
me?
You
Like,
don't have to be.
I feel like I fuck people up, and this is just in everything. Like, I fuck people up not saying nothing.
And you know why? Cause that's hard to do.
Yeah,
Like, it's hard to keep quiet when something is like
not me.
like when that person is like there and you genuinely don't fuck with them and they provoking you.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's hard for me not to say something, but that's where your strength comes in.
I
And
mastered it.
Yeah,
I mastered
that
it.
takes some strength.
I grew up with somebody that I always used to respond to. You feel me? And
Mhm.
anytime we had a bumping of heads, I always responded. And I found out the key was, after a while, to just let that shit be what it is. Like, if you not trying to put no hands on me, you not trying to stop no bread or nothing like that, you can say what you want to. You
Yeah.
feel me? No response is response enough. And that kills them. That kills them with family members, with friendships, with old romantic partners and all of that shit. I don't say nothing. I'll act like you don't exist. And that fucks you up. Because it's like I see everything but you. A lot of times when people are angry or miserable, they want you to pay attention to them.
And it's
That's the
It's an
one thing you
internal-
learn. They want you to pay
yeah.
attention to them.
that's facts.
So do not pay attention. It will kill them. I promise you.
And it's an internal war probably they got going on within their own head. They not even really mad at you.
They mad
projecting
at something else.
Yeah.
And I learned this a lot in my work too. It's like when I encounter people that are angry or, miserable, something like that. Because I work in a healthcare setting. I ain't going to tell y'all exactly where I work at because obviously, but I work in a healthcare setting and you learn with some of these people, they losing somebody right now. You know what I'm saying? They sick themselves. And so all the emotions from that are making that person miserable. And so that's why they responding to you the way that they are. It's not nothing you doing, but Nigga, grandmom up there dying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot of things that be going through people's minds when they are these miserable people, and they need something to exert it. So what's better to do than exert it on just this random person that's
Right.
trying to help them, or trying to, in my case, make sure that they safe. Like, why not, blow up on this person and let that steam out?
I mean, you're right there. So
yeah.
it's like easy-
Like,
it's easy for them to
like, oh shit, you a nice person. Let me tell you about how I think your policy isn't shit,
Yeah.
and I don't like it, and how I want to tell your boss and your CEO about it. Let me blow off my steam. The whole time in my head, like, oh, okay. Next, like, I don't, you feel me? I don't know what I can do for you.
That takes strong. I guess I want to say thick skin,
Yeah,
but like you gotta have like a filter.
yeah,
Like the bullshit that comes towards you, you gotta filter that shit out
yeah,
and not bring it home with you.
yeah.
Cause I'll
And let me tell y'all something.
listen.
I'm not perfect, man. I'm not perfect. That should take me a long time
Yeah, man.
to perfect. Not
What?
responding, and like he just said, keeping my bullshit at the door. Anything I'm going through, like, that took a long time. Like, it's not easy, but you learn what to give your energy to. Go ahead, bro. I didn't cut you off. My
Nah,
fault,
that's all I had to say. Like what you said, like it's just something that I feel like it's something that people they not gonna get until they go through it. Because it happened for me. Like people you know how people say like it took me a long time to achieve this peace and this level of understanding.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go through any bullshit.
Yeah, to take me back.
To
Yeah.
take me back, and I
Uh-huh.
understand why people say that because it really you when they say God meets you in your mess, He really meets you in your mess, and then He comes and pulls you out your mess, and then you do whatever you can not to go back to that place because
Yeah.
you found a level of peace.
Yeah.
So you're not letting nobody
And
people
not
shoot
even
at
that.
you, but they shooting up. They not shooting down. So,
Not even that. Your mess is your lesson.
facts.
Right? It's been so many times I've been in the mess, and I'm like, why am I here? You feel me? Like, what did I do to deserve this? And the whole time this shit is teaching me something, like, like, you don't have to react like this. You don't have to say what, what you want to say all the time, because it's not worth it. And old me would listen to this right now and think, oh, that's the pussy way. No, we got to say something, like, we got to turn up. But no, you literally have to learn what you give your energy to. Like, if I'm stressing about bills, or, how I'm gonna, do this, or how I'm gonna do that, or how I'm gonna get to this point, me giving you this crazy ass reaction, you feel me? That's just gonna make that other shit that I'm going through right now worse. No, let me sit back and navigate through the shit that I'm going through, and let me ignore the rest of the shit. You feel me? Or, do my best to block it out, because it's not gonna help me and where I'm trying to go. You set me off, and I'm trying to blow up and turn up on you, I get locked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I can't go to work and make my money and pay them bills, and I'm struggling about and all of that shit. Like, I can't do none of that. So you really got to pick. And hell, that's a great segue for the next topic, but I'm not completely done with this yet. Drake, I hate that you did that. And damn, I almost forgot about Wayne, man. Wayne.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Wayne.
we forgot
Listen,
about
let
Wayne.
me tell you something, bro. They never offered you that Super Bowl. You want to know how I know they didn't offer it to you? Because your last couple performances is kind of ass. They kind of shitty.
Kind of.
Like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, and then they not going to invite you. They want the whole Wayne. You showing up with 5 dreads that you can't come. You're not fully
Come on,
prepared,
man.
bro.
Come on. God.
You're not fully prepared to come to the Super Bowl anyway, and they knew that. So for you to talk about, oh, I'm a beast, don't destroy, and then you went on this whole tour and this kills me to say, because I love Wayne. Wayne, my favorite rapper, right?
Yeah.
Like, Wayne in mixtape era was a beast, bro.
He's
you
a
feel
goat.
me? The drought, no ceilings, like, all of that shit is in my phone right now.
Dedication.
Like, I cap to you not, and if you know me on a personal level, I bang out with Wayne so heavy, but that was a bitch move because they did not offer it to you, And also it's okay to, you know what I'm saying, let other people win and let other people eat. Like I would never step on another man opportunity. You feel me? Like this nigga get a car, you feel me? Brand new luxury car, and I don't get one. That's okay. Congratulations, bro. Like it's okay to clap for people, bro. I'm gonna be on the bus and the Uber for a little bit longer, but it's cool.
You
feel
know,
me?
it's crazy. He didn't even have to say anything, though. Like,
Nothing.
he didn't have to say anything, which makes me think he only said something in defense of Drake.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason you said something, because you could have stayed quiet. You
Yeah.
could have stayed out of it. But the way, like you said, like when he said, I shall not be disturbed, but if I'm disturbed, I shall destroy,
Yeah.
or whatever Greek mythology bullshit you was trying to come up with.
Yeah.
Listen, you didn't have to say nothing, because when you say something, you make it look like you hating on
Yeah.
another black man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
and in
that's
all
crazy.
reality,
And you act like there's not more Super Bowl performances coming up.
that's what I was just
You
about to
coulda
say.
had
It's
some.
like this is not going to be the last Super Bowl, bro. So you didn't get the opportunity this year. Go sit back. Go cook some more shit up.
Yeah.
Go get a hot oil treatment for them dreads. And get them reattached, because I know that they fell off and they sitting around the house somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I know that, but get everything, sort your shit out. Like stop thinking that you just supposed to be in position because of entitlement. That's not how it works. I literally dealt with that at the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? I said that on my page. Like, you know, I wanted this position at work. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had enough tools to get it. I didn't end up getting it. I was mad, but could I really be mad for a long time? No. I need to go back to the drawing board and I need to figure out what the next move is. Obviously, if God didn't gift it to me, I'm not ready for it.
It's not meant for you.
A lot of people think that since they've gotten to a certain skill level where they've done this and they've done that they're ready for something, and that's not the case. Hell, we seen that with the presidency. It's a lot of people that thought that Kamala was supposed to, you know,
Right.
have the presidency, like it was owed to her or something like that. But in all reality, the people didn't feel that way. The people felt like she need more or something. And so that caused, you know, them electing Trump in office. But it's like, people got to understand that, like, and I hate to even get spiritual because I know everybody's not spiritual. We probably got some atheists that watch this. Whatever, do what you do. But God's timing, you know what I'm saying? It's always on time, bro. Like, it's all right you didn't get that Super Bowl. It's all right you didn't get that #1 album or whatever you looking for in life. Sit back and wait. Figure out what you need to do to fix it. Hell, me and my weight loss, that's another thing, right? I'm probably going to go home and order a pizza. I just lost 10 pounds. You see how ass backward that is? But I'm giving myself grace.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And understanding that I'm a human and like it's okay to treat myself sometimes because I work hard. I told Liv before the cameras came on, this shit like, damn, bro, I was late because I was knocked the fuck out. I be working, bro. Like, I work overnight. Like, I really bust my ass. So, like, I be tired. And did it cause me to be a little late for my podcast? Yeah, but that's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's grace, and we got to give each other that, and we got to understand that entitlement gets you nowhere. For real. It might get you in certain places if, you know, you high enough of a stature or something like that, but it's not going to always win you stuff.
I feel like everything you said was facts.
Mm-hmm.
So Wayne being entitled is crazy, but you bring up the his performances at Louisiana Fest, and I think he performed somewhere else too. I can't remember, but one thing, the Super Bowl, I feel like their standards is like they want choreographed artists who can tell a story, put a show together, and have a bunch of dancers, lights, and everything.
Yeah.
Wayne just gonna be up there shirtless,
with
some camo cargos, bouncing around.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the past Super Bowl, it was the weekend. He had a good show.
Rihanna did a
Usher
good
brought
job.
Atlanta there to the halftime show. Rihanna had a good show.
Yeah.
Like they want a show. That's what they want. They don't want you to just
Be up there just rapping.
Yeah,
like
they
you,
want a show.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like it's also how I want to put this. The only reason I feel like and I don't even feel like this is like in our face. The only reason we get in halftime shows that's with rappers is because Jay-Z made the deal with the NFL
Yeah.
and pieced everything up. Now we get cool halftime shows. Once that deal is up, they're gonna go back to Taylor Swift, Katy Perry,
Yeah.
them motherfucking artists that they putting up there. So I feel like black people, we got entitled to having, oh, it's in New Orleans, Wayne should be the Super Bowl headline or whatever. It's in Atlanta, maybe it should be Future, or no, they don't go like that, and it never went like that.
Yeah.
So-
Like that's like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know I'm nowhere near close to these guys. This is just an example, guys.
Yeah.
Like that's like me saying right now, okay, we should be Philly's best podcast because we from Philly. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's not reality. It's Gilly and Wallow. Like it's going to be
Right,
Gilly and
right,
Wallow,
right.
and we gotta work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's nothing is owed to you because you live in a certain place or you know people or you talk about a certain thing that don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like that's like with dating. A lot of bitches think because they baddies they automatically gonna get picked. No, a lot of you bitches don't have brains, so. Who the fuck is picking you? It don't matter how good you look. Do you make sense, bitch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not always about what you have. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my point, y'all. It's not always about what you have or what you've achieved
She said,
because,
do you make sense, bitch?
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. Like, in the Bible, and I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said,
We're not apologizing for bringing God
I'm not
into
that
this.
sorry.
Yeah.
God used to pick some of the most underqualified people.
That's
jobs.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy because I was talking to my mom about that. Like I was telling her like I don't feel like I was talking to my friend and I was having a conversation and I was like, I feel like God is maybe trying to use me. I don't know if I'm at that spot yet. And she was like, well, you don't gotta be at that spot. Because God used murderers.
Yeah.
He used
all types of people.
all
addicts.
types of people, addicts, like so you don't gotta be. God will meet you in your mess. You just gotta be ready to get out your mess.
Yeah,
that's all. But
man, let me tell you something, man. You could be the lowest of the lowest, man, and God will be like, all right, come on, let's go. I got a job for you. Hell, even with me, God didn't put stuff on me, and I'm like, bro, I'm not ready. I'm not prepared for this. Like, what am I supposed to do? And he like, I didn't ask you if you was prepared. I said this what we doing. So put your boots on, get out there, and let's do it. Like, and that's I think that's the case kind of with Kendrick because I think a lot of people sort of sided with Drake, and it was a lot of politics in it. So a lot of people were counting Kendrick out as far as the beef, and y'all, like I said, I was one of them, guys. I was one of them. I ain't gonna act like I wasn't. A lot of people was counting him out, and so that opportunity was like a slap in the face. And what's the icing on the cake but an album, which is a fire fucking album, which, like I said before, you Drake stans, cut it out. I like Drake music too, but we ain't gonna act like that's not a good album. We not. It's fire. It's been on repeat in my shit since it dropped, okay? Hey Now is the best track on there, but that's up for debate.
Squabble Up.
Huh?
Squabble Up.
Squabble Up. A lot of people think Squabble Up and all. You pick whatever your favorite song is. That's the best song for me. But let people eat. Let people have their opportunities. And it's crazy because all of this started literally with Wayne and Cash Money.
What you mean?
Like, this beef has been brewing for a decade or so, bro. So what happened, I did some research, right? What happened was Birdman had a song out called you never heard What Happened to That Boy?
Yeah.
Pharrell made that beat.
Yeah.
Okay. They never paid for that beat. They never paid Pharrell for that beat, right? So in turn, it's like, Pusha was messing with them, Pharrell and all of them. They made a lot of music together. So that in turn became a thing where, you know, Pharrell was mad at Birdman, and then Pusha adapted it, and then, you know, Wayne ride with Birdman. So
Right.
then they started with their friction, right? And then from there, it just sort of gradually became a thing of like people just being mad at people off of association, right?
Yeah.
Kendrick messed with Pharrell and all of them, and then that he was in that pool, and then, you know, in 2009 and 2010 when, you know, they was freshmen and stuff with XXL and
Yeah.
all of that, then, you know, Kendrick came out with the Control and blah, blah. So it was like, it was literally a chain reaction. Like, if we talking about the origin of it, like, niggas just been mad because they been riding with other niggas. Like,
But what's crazy is on the album, Kendrick said, you know, I used to bump the Carter 3.
yeah,
So, I mean, like, I don't see, like, how it's, like, I don't see how Wayne could receive it unless, like, I'm not fully entrenched in the situation, obviously, but I just don't see how you see it, any, like, malicious shit going on. Like, your man's is in a beef.
yeah.
If you want to ride with him, yeah, you ride with him, but
Mhm.
I don't see how you take it personal at all. That shit, nah.
And not even that, you had so many accolades and achievements that niggas can only dream of, bro. Like, so many albums, so many fire mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? Like, so much respect, like, so much shit has been given to you in your career because of who you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? The beast that you are. It's like Super Bowl is breaking you. Super Bowl, bro. I heard they don't even get paid for Super Bowl.
Right.
That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is. I would think that
No, I
you
don't
would,
think Rihanna got paid. I think
me tell
she
you
paid
something.
for the production.
Yeah, let me
Like,
tell you
I
something. You
remember.
would think that they pay somebody. You got to get on the plane to get there. You better give me something.
Nah.
You better give me something. You
They
better give
giving
me a
the-
stack or
They
something.
giving
Like,
them
I
the
ain't,
what is it called? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? The exposure.
they don't need exposure. They are.
They don't need exposure, but
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? They're celebrities already. They make multi-million-dollars. Like, it's not.
You know what's crazy? The people, the companies that got them commercials during the Super Bowl, they don't need exposure either, but they be paying $1.5 million for them 30-second time slots. That should be crazy.
Yeah.
Because a lot of eyes is on that. They want that exposure. I'm trying to tell you, like,
I guess they trying to make more money, so they
Yeah.
pay what they need to pay. But it's like, if you already a Grammy Award winning artist, what do you really need
That's
the
why he
Super Bowl
shouldn't-
for? Like,
that's why he shouldn't get tight over it.
yeah,
Like,
but he got tight over it. So him and Drake and Nicki, they both was babies this year. Let's just call it what it is. Nicki, when she was mad with Megan, and the track ended up being ass. Nicki, the track was ass. You feel what I'm saying? I'm saying this like they gonna see this. If y'all ever do, the track was ass. I don't know why you do.
That
I don't
was
know
this
why
year?
you really. That was this year, right? No,
It's
it
been a
was.
long
It
ass
was
year, right?
because that was the second episode where we talked about that.
that's a long ass year. It's been a long
Yeah,
year.
bro. Like, you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like, that was in January, February and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, so that embarrassed her, and then you had this whole Drake thing with Kendrick, which was kind of embarrassing to him afterwards, after everything was said and done with, and then Wayne. So, like, the big three, the GOATs, my GOATs that I grew up on, like, they all played themselves this year. But that's okay. For me, people take L's. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
And the problem is, right? A lot of people get to such a high stature that they don't feel like they can take L's, or they aren't too embarrassed to take L's, but the greatest take L's all the time.
In fact,
It's about what you do with it. You get up and you keep going. Like, these dudes are suing and doing all this crazy shit now. It's just like, y'all embarrassing. And this is why it's so easy for them to try to throw away hip hop overall this
because we
year.
beating ourselves up.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we
Did he
mad
getting
over.
cocky? His third bell
Yeah.
was just denied. You know what I'm saying? He cocky. You know, I don't believe Jay did it. But if Jay did it, he cocky too. Putting out that long ass statement and shit like that. Like, it's just too cocky. Too much stature and too much money gets to these people's heads.
Yeah, but I don't believe Jay did it.
I don't believe it either.
I'll believe pigs fly before Jay did it.
Yeah. I just don't feel like he that stupid, bro.
No way in how.
Like,
This
it
nigga
just
got
don't seem
Beyonce.
like
He got Beyonce at home. What
Yeah.
is you
But
doing?
you know, there's people saying something is funny with that. Apparently, she was underage. You know,
Oh yeah. Well, that's
I think I was really too young to
yeah.
really understand that at the time. You know, I guess I could look it up and do a little bit more research on that. But I mean, that's probably that. Well, not probably. That's definitely wrong if
Yeah.
that's true. But I mean, as far as that other shit, like I don't think that's real. I don't think you would fuck up billions of dollars like that.
Like
But
that, yeah.
then again, Diddy did it, so who knows?
Well,
Who knows? Who knows?
We'll see what happens from this trial.
Oh man, you know what? I don't think he getting off easy, bro. I think he doing at least a minimum of 20 years, bro.
What?
Yeah, because you know we got the tape that came out with Cassie earlier in the year. You know,
But that can't be used against him in the court.
I think it can be used, but
In the
you
public
already
image, it can.
have, yeah, in the public image,
Yeah.
you already have so much against you as far as you know how people view you after that video. So I think that very well may contribute to
His public demise.
yeah.
But the court of law, they can't charge him with that because I think it's like it happened over 10
Statute of
years.
limitations,
Yeah,
which
statute
I
of
feel like
limitations, yeah.
I always felt like that was bullshit.
It is.
Cause how you gonna tell me when I can come forward or when I can speak about my shit?
Not even that.
I might have been processing it and trying to deal with it for 15, 20 years. And you tell me after 15 years, no, you can't. You know what I'm saying? I just always thought that was bullshit.
Not even that, though, because you saying just since it happened 10 years ago, he don't got to face his repercussions.
Yeah. It's
He
like,
don't got to face the consequences because it happened
yeah.
10 years ago. Like, I feel like if it's I want to say like violent and egregious enough,
Mhm.
then yeah, you should be able to use it. But then we get into a whole we get to say like what's violent and what's egregious enough. Is it murder or is it like what's egregious and what's not?
Yeah.
So that's just a whole bunch of shit. But yeah, I don't know.
Man, for me, listen, I don't give a fuck when you beat my ass. If I didn't get my lick back and I get the opportunity to get my lick back, okay,
get
I
back.
could be 86 on my deathbed. If I can file a lawsuit, then that's what I'm gonna do.
Get back, ain't got no date.
She whooped my ass when I was 18. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She still got to go to
Yeah.
court.
Yeah.
Bitch coming in there with the cane and all of that shit. I don't give a fuck, bro.
pointing
Like
them
it
out?
should never be. Yeah. It should never
was
be
her.
no sort of limitations on that shit, bro. Like no, I'm
was
gonna
her.
get my shit back. It's just it's nuts, man. It's nuts, and I think that me being such a hip hop fan, like it's fucking with me, bro. Cause I feel like I'm seeing something that I love kind of get driven into the ground. Like it's
Yeah.
already so hard to like find good quality artists nowadays. Like
Everything watered down.
everything is watered down and it sound the same and shit like that. So to like try to get our goats out of here, and it's like that their music is never going nowhere. Obviously, like I could always stream a Jay-Z album or a Wayne album or you know a Drake. Like I could always go and listen to this music, but it's like who they are and what they've done. It's like they trying to wipe it away, you know. Like I seen a poll the other day. I was on YouTube, you know. I'm on there just late night strolling, you know, watching random stuff, and it was like, who's dominated more in the last 10 years? And it was like Drake was on there, Kendrick, Future, and somebody else, and everybody was picking Kendrick. And it's like, for me, I don't feel like that's reality.
That's
Y'all
not-
say that because he won this beef, but in reality, the last 10 years, Drake been, you know what I'm saying, killing
Yeah.
the last 10 years. But
yeah.
people, it's the programming again. People are like, oh, he won the beef,
Recency
so
bias.
it's, yeah.
Recency bias.
Yeah. It's like people are like using that to be like, oh, he was that. No, he
Yeah.
wasn't. Like, let's be real about that. Like,
Right.
I like the album and the diss track too, but he was not killing shit for the last 10 years.
Yeah. No,
Let's be honest. Like,
No, listen, he put out great albums in the past 10 years.
mhm.
But you're right, he hasn't been killing shit. It's been Drake.
Yeah, no, he hasn't been.
It's been Drake, and I would say Future
Yeah.
a close second. But
Mhm.
you know, I don't know. I just think it's hard. Like how I put it, the new artist that's coming up. Even when you look at the recent XXL freshman covers,
Mhm.
they ain't been all that good either.
No.
So
No.
yeah, they ain't been all that good.
I hate XXL now. Because
No,
it's like, even if it got, because it's a few people that was on this most recent one, you know, Lay Banks, Scarlett, you know what I'm saying? I like them artists and stuff. But do I really feel like, you know, I'm not going to say they're not going to be dominating in another 10 years. I'm not saying that. But do I really feel like we have the lineup that we had, like, back then where you had Cole and Kendrick and Nipsey and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I really feel like we have that type of lineup like
That
we
shit
had?
was-
Then we don't, you know what I'm saying? And so that just shows, like, where we at as far as the culture, like, what they really want to hear. And that's really the music that's just popping right now.
It's TikTok music.
Yeah, it's TikTok
shit-
and it's microwave music. They
yeah.
really just want the quick shit. They don't want none of the lyrical or none of that stuff. Like, that's just like a foreign language to them. So it's really, you know, it's a sad point that we at, and it's crazy because that's kind of contributing to my winter blues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about this, man. You know, as a avid hip hop lover, it's like I don't know where it's gonna go in 2025. Like, who knows who's getting hit with a lawsuit next, or, you know, who's getting exposed for this? Like, who really knows, you know? And I mean, it's deeper than that, y'all. Like, you know, I wanted to have this little couple minutes to talk about, you know, what's going on as far as, you know, the depression and stuff like that, the seasonal depression. Because me, I've on and off for the last, you know, such and such years, I'm gonna say like 10 or whatever. You know, around this time, I start to feel it, and it's not a unique thing. Like, you know, there's millions of people that experience this time of year. You know, whether it's from grief, you know, loneliness, you know, people that don't have families and stuff like that. Here's what you do, and this is just a few things that I do. Right. Number one, I try not to compare myself to what other people have. That's one of the top things that you should do, right? You're scrolling through social media, you know, you're seeing people with their families taking Christmas photos or whatever. Try not to compare that to what you're seeing right now, right? Because that's not, you know what I'm saying? That takes time for some people. So if you don't have the wife and kids right now, or the husband and kids, or, you know, the big Hallmark family, that's okay. Okay? As long as you have somewhere to lay your head at, you got clothes to put on, you got food to eat. Count your blessings in that aspect, okay? That's number one. Stop comparing. Comparison is the thief of joy, right? And I know this because I've done it for years, right? I've seen, you know, people in their Hallmark photos, you know, with they kids and they matching pajamas. Why can't I have?
It must be nice. I ain't got nobody.
Yeah, you know, that was me. You know, like, it must be nice, but in reality, right now, I think that my spiritual awakening has been the greatest thing for me, because it's like, God just not prepared for me to have that right now. And that's okay. And also, everything that glitter ain't gold, y'all.
Facts.
Number two, so you're going to see a lot of this stuff and you're going to think, oh, these people got the best life, you know. This is happiness. This is the ultimate happiness. That man might be beating his wife up off that camera.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? And not to say that that's true for everybody, but you never know what's truly going on behind the scenes in people's lives. So that comparison and, like, trying to say, oh, I should have this by now. You don't know if you should have that by now.
Right.
You don't know if it's right around the corner.
Right.
You know, and you complaining and this, that, and the third. Hell, you get to complaining too much, it might be right there and God might just yank it back. Okay? Calm down right now, right? Calm down. If you're dealing with any type of grief, me personally, I try to think about, you know, what's made me happy with that person, you know. I was just talking to a cousin of mine the other day, you know. She said, I love talking to you. You know, you reminded me so much of your father. And it's like, those are the things I hold on to around this time of year when I find myself going through those griefs and those feelings because of my father, right? I look like him. You know what I'm saying? I act like him in a lot of aspects. And so I can offer that comfort to somebody else that may be grieving or missing him because they feel, you know what I'm saying, his presence in me. So I try to think about that. But if it's not as easy, like, you know, for you to think about a positive memory or something like that, you know, if you spiritual, talk to God about it. You know, reach out to a friend. Friends is gonna be real important for you in this season. You know, if you're going through any of that stuff, depression, anxiety, loneliness, any of that. If you got a good support system and a great friend group, please lean on them right now, man. If I didn't have him and Nick, who couldn't be here with us right now, I know y'all probably like, where the hell is Nick? Like, Nick got some family stuff, you know what I'm saying, going on. Everything's gonna be all right.
He
But
watching
yeah,
the Cowboys lose. You know, I had to get my shot on Nick. I had to get my shot in.
they was just in the group chat talking about that. Like, you know, he's about to sit home for Monday Night Football. You know what I'm saying? Nick gonna say, why would I, miss out on something great to get abused by my girlfriend? So basically, the Cowboys about to get their ass whooped.
Damn.
And then they about to whoop him mentally. So that's what he meant by that. We love you, Nick. Hopefully you come around for the next one and everything is good. But yeah, lean on your friends, man. Lean on your friends.
I feel like I wanna say something about seasonal depression because I was talking to my mom about it and she was saying, like, oh, I don't feel good and stuff like that. I'm like, what's wrong? She was like, I don't know, I just don't feel good. I was like, probably like seasonal depression. She was like, yeah, it probably could be. And I was like, well, it's crazy because my podcast, me and my co-host, like, we wanted to talk about that. So I'm like, it's definitely a thing. But when you think, like, if I can think of things to contribute to combat seasonal depression, I would say definitely talking to God. I would say just whatever you've been doing like throughout the year that you already been doing, things that you love, ramp that up, keep doing that.
Yeah.
Because why would you fall off of doing something you love when you feel down? I get, like, you might not have energy, but I would just say, like, find strength. Like she said, you can find it in your friends, you can find it in family, you can find it
your hobbies?
different places.
Yeah.
Your hobbies. I don't know. I would just say, keep your head up.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's in a lot of things, right? It's in your friends, it's in your relationship with God, it's in your hobbies, what you do for yourself, treat yourself sometimes, buy that pizza that you want to buy.
Just don't buy too many.
Yeah, don't buy too much and don't do what I'm going to do and just go crazy and eat the whole fucking box. You don't need to do that, especially if you're on a weight loss journey like me. But, yeah, listen, do them things you like. Like, listen, man, I think tomorrow I'm going to take myself to the movies. I'm going to watch that little Wicked movie by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to enjoy it. Like, you can do things by yourself right now in this season to make yourself feel better. Hell, you can... This is gonna be a huge problem for some of y'all that,
It's a huge problem for me.
Deal with this too, man.
Yeah.
Like, staying on this
Yeah.
and rotting your brain and seeing what everybody else is doing. Turn this off sometimes. Put this on the charger, okay? It's all right. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta put your whole feelings and everything into this phone. You can put this phone down sometimes. It's okay. But if you guys need more advice on that, because we're running low on time right now. If you guys need more advice on that, please follow the Critical Counseling Instagram page. You guys seen me, state it and spell it a million times. When I edit it, I'll put it here, Critical Counseling Podcast on Instagram. That's Liv. I'll put his handle, where it needs to be
Godchild
at.
XCV on Instagram.
That's him.
That's the only thing I'm on.
Tay Not You. We missing Nick, but I'll still put his tag there. And don't take this rap shit too serious. Okay, don't take this rap shit too serious. Feel how you feel about it if you're an avid hip hop fan like me. And don't take that too serious. You got other shit to worry about. The seasonal depression, take that serious though.
Don't crash out. I just seen
don't
a
crash
post.
out. Talk to God, but don't crash out.
I just seen a post. That's what I was gonna say. You posted that talking to God, greater than sign. crashing out.
Yeah.
That's a fact because a nigga be feeling like crashing out. Like, listen, the emotions be strong.
Yeah.
They be strong.
Yeah.
I be like,
no, listen, man, we
about to lose it. But,
we
you know,
human,
talk to
bro.
God.
Like,
You gotta
it's
talk to God.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's
a
not.
lot of times, right, to turn the other cheek or go through a lot of this stuff that we go through. And that's why we got to have something to fall back on. For me, it's God, right? Knowing that God has already blessed me so much this year. I'm not in it as deep as I would have been if I didn't have some of the blessings and I didn't have God behind me. So that's been my sort of remedy. You know, I'm still going to go through it some days. You know, I'm still going to have those days where I just don't feel it. I don't want to go to
He
work.
He ain't say it would be easy. That's the thing.
It's not going to be perfect.
Nobody said it would be easy.
Yeah,
Mary said that.
Yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but, you know, ultimately you can do it. You know, we love y'all, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us for episode 13, man. We got one more and then the season is up, y'all. So, hell, thank y'all, man. Like, thank y'all that's been rocking with us, bro. Like, this shit has been, it's been fun. It's been crazy. We have up and downs with it.
It's been a new experience.
It's been a new experience. An experience that's helped me out a whole lot. So, we're going to wrap it up, man. We love y'all. Please follow the Instagram page. Follow our personal pages. And we'll see y'all for 14, man. We love y'all.
You know it's baby, nigga. You know how it is. They ride your dick, then end up playing with you. I put blood, sweat, tears into this shit, but you can say the tissue. Guarantee her neighbors know my name. They think I'm staying with her. Offer me a key to her new crib, cause I'm a cold nigga. 5-6 years ago, I would've took it and put some bows in it. Telling me that I'm chocolate and I'm fine and fuck a old nigga. Y'all let these women talk about they exes, y'all some hoes, nigga. Waited until it was safe to cross that line, cause he ain't bold, nigga. Knowing he still ain't safe, and to this day, I bet I show niggas. Niggas and they brothers be the closest. Me and my bros different. Grew up having to fight niggas over breakfast like my home prison. Snatched my cousin is a juvenile, gave him a long sentence. Phantom gon' be waiting when you get out, let's put some hoes in it. 5% my tent so you can't see I got my pole in it. You show you got the heart to fuck with me and I put a hole in it. Growing up closet used to look cleaned out, I ain't had no clothes in it. Just 2 pair of forces for the year, ain't had no J's in it. Jumped up off the porch and got some money and it went way different. Got my mama to get me a rental car and I went made plays in it. These little niggas ain't like that. Nigga, hold on, I'm keeping it brief. Send me a bitch ass nigga and don't even speak to him. I ain't needing to speak. Hope it'll get her enough before she get up out of here, cause she ain't sleeping with me. She about to drive herself crazy, keep trying to keep up with me. I don't recommend it. On a normal day, roll up in Benzes. All that hating shit don't hurt my feelings. I don't care if they like it, it's in me. Yeah, these niggas don't stand up, they hoes.